Good and evil. According to what is a person good? What does being good require? So as humans, does doing too much good to others mean that we are actually doing harm to ourselves? According to Stoicism, being too good has consequences. These results are generally seen as positive, but being a virtuous and good person may have some difficulties and consequences. In this video, I will talk about the benefits and some of the consequences of being too good. I will handle the issue from both sides. Here are the positive consequences of being too good according to Stoicism. Inner peace and happiness. According to Stoicism, virtuous and good behavior leads to inner peace and happiness. Being too good contributes to a person's feeling of satisfaction and peace because doing the right things and behaving virtuously affects the person's inner world positively. Of course, we are not talking about being selfishly good, but about being truly good. Being good just for the sake of being peaceful can be counterproductive. Social reputation and respect. Stoicism advises that virtuous behavior will be appreciated in society and gain people's trust and respect. Being too good can increase a person's reputation in society and cause him to be appreciated by others. This must be the result of goodness. Goodness done just to gain respect is not goodness. Honesty and trustworthiness. Stoicism suggests that virtuous behavior is associated with honesty and trustworthiness. Being too nice can help a person be accepted as trustworthy and build a solid foundation in relationships. Ability to cope with difficulties. Stoicism suggests that the ability to cope with difficulties and show resilience in difficult times develops through virtuous behavior. Being too good can help a person have strong inner resilience and increase their ability to overcome challenges. High standards and responsibility. Stoicism advises that being virtuous obliges a person to high standards and responsibilities. Being too nice can lead a person to have higher expectations of themselves and others and to take on more responsibility. This makes people feel important and valuable. Being too good has its disadvantages and some harms. In other words, we may actually do some bad things to ourselves while trying to be good. In this case, would we actually be a good person or a person who does evil to himself? We must maintain this balance well. When we look at the philosophy of Stoicism, we see that there are some difficulties in being too good. Let me tell you about some of these challenges. Excessive altruism and self-neglect. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of helping others, but if taken to excess, it can lead to ignoring one's own needs. Doing too much good may lead a person to exceed his own limits and neglect himself. It is important not to harm yourself while helping others. Risk of exploitation and abuse. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of showing helpfulness and generosity towards others, but there is a risk that these behaviors can be abused or exploited by others. Doing too much good may cause a person to have difficulty protecting their own interests and to be exposed to the risk of being exploited by malicious people. You should be very careful about this issue and do good deeds in moderation and weighing. Loss of balance and boundaries. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of a balanced life and maintaining boundaries. However, doing too much good may cause a person to have difficulty maintaining this balance and boundaries. In this case, the person may neglect his own needs while constantly trying to fulfill the wishes of others. This neglect may lead to restricting or even reducing the things that are good for oneself. Frustration and apathy. Stoicism preaches the ability to manage people's expectations and act independently of the consequences. However, doing too much good may increase the risk that a person will be met with disappointment or indifference in return, despite helping others without expecting anything in return. This is actually one of our most important problems. Yes, we should do good without expecting anything in return, but the people we do good to may try to dictate this to us, as if it were our duty. Remind yourself of this and remember that every person is different and will receive a different response for each good deed. For this reason, if you carry a person on your back for 40 years, and at the end of 40 years you put him down and he turns to you and asks, "Why did you put me down?" instead of, "I am grateful for carrying me," this means that he is bad and does not reduce the value of the goodness you did. Manipulation and relationship issues. Stoicism emphasizes virtuous behaviors such as honesty, integrity, and sincerity. but doing too much good may increase a person's risk of manipulating others or putting on a false front in relationships. In this case, the person may drift away from his own values and true feelings while constantly trying to please others. For these reasons, it is important in Stoicism to maintain excess goodness in a balanced manner and to maintain personal boundaries. Good deeds must be done without harming oneself and taking the risk of exploiting others. In fact, all the points we mentioned are related to your own value and disappointments. Therefore, while being a good person, please do not do evil to yourself. Be a good person around your own values and do not expect anything in return. Being kind is very simple. In fact, for example, liking this video, commenting and subscribing if you feel like it is a perfect example of kindness. As long as this channel exists, it will be like a heart-pumping goodness and will not be forgotten. Thank you in advance, and see you in other videos.